Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Your book has been my nighttime reading for a while, and I've been going to
Good.
bed laughing thanks to you. So thank you.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Tell people watching what your new book is about. Aren't you forgetting someone?
Well, it's a collection of essays, and mostly it's about a time in my life when all three of my kids are out of the house, and things sort of happened all at the same time, all three gone. And for some reason, I don't know what I was thinking, took a hiatus from work writing television shows at the same time. And it felt like I was suddenly just pushed off a cliff and was free falling. I went from being so busy parenting and working and managing and trying to keep my head above water to almost having no structure and nothing to do whatsoever. And so it was such a change in lifestyle and figuring out who I was, and my whole identity sort of shifted from that being a mother and a working mother in particular to who am I? And so I started writing these. They sort of started out just as rants, basically, of things I was mad about. It was also the same time as the election a few years ago. And so there was so much going on that I felt like my head was exploding. And so the way that I channeled it was I started going to this writing class, and just I didn't know how to process it really. And I just sort of started writing these screes, more or less, and it became a pile, and it became a book.
Wow. So when you stopped writing the TV, was it because why did you decide to do that? Like, why did you decide to take a break at that point?
I had been with the same studio. I'd been at Warner Brothers for, I think, like 12 years or something, which is a long time to be in one place. They were great, and I had done The New Adventures of Old Christine there, and then continued to develop pilots there. And it just felt like I had been in the same place working with the same people for a really long time, and I needed a change. It just felt like I was sort of stuck a little bit. And the timing felt right because, like I said, my last kid left, and I thought, oh, I don't really need to stay in the same place anymore. I'm not really bound to my life sort of existed in this little geographical triangle of my kids' school, my studio, my house, and it all worked out perfectly. If I had to go to a soccer game, I could get there from the studio to here. And suddenly when that didn't become part of the equation anymore, I thought, oh, I have some liberty now to sort of see what else is out there and what other things I might try to write and do. And so it felt like the timing seemed right. So I broke loose from that, and then realized I didn't really have a plan. So I also, my other son was going to school in Boston, and he played soccer at school, and so I went on the East Coast to watch his last season of soccer too. I had the freedom to do that, which was nice too.
That's nice.
Yeah, it
So
was great.
and you had such hilarious stories about when they came home for Christmas break that first time, and you were trying to get them to go hiking and all this other stuff. And then you had this one quote, which was so funny. I just have to read it, about how basically your feathers are coming off when your family is flying the coop. Wait, hold on. I have to find it. Hold on. I had it right here. You said it's not their fault. It's just nature's unfortunate timing. They are at the time of life when they want to spread their wings, while I am losing my feathers. That's just so perfect. It's so
Thanks.
perfect. Like, why does this happen? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, the
It's,
natural.
yeah, there's cruel timing all the way around. I mean, I talk to about, I mean, the age that I am, it's also the time when parents are aging. And so there's that sort of cruelty also, where I'm in a position where that's coming up very quickly. My father has Alzheimer's, and my mother cares for him, and that comes up fast too. So this time of life is really fraught with all sorts of different things of kids gone and parents needing more care, and who do we become in this at this age? We really have sort of it's hard to figure out what we're supposed to be doing now and what our role and all of that is, and what we're supposed to be doing for ourselves. There's a little bit this thought of, oh, it's time to sort of, live for me, but it doesn't quite work out that way, because I don't really know what that means. And it's, you know, especially after you've been working so hard and you're so used to, you know, mothering, frankly, and then to not have anybody to mother is a very strange feeling. The bottom sort of drops out a little bit.
Isn't this when a lot of people buy pets? Isn't that like a
Oh,
go-to?
well,
You have like a zillion pets, right? You're like
yeah, I mean,
living
I
in
sort
a
of started there
menagerie
anyway.
of sorts.
Yeah, I kind of started there anyway, and it's not gotten better since the kids have left. I mean, yeah, I have a whole lot of pets, but I'm at the place where I have to put a cap on it now. It's a little much. I can't go on vacation, and yeah, I'm here. I really notice it now that I'm locked in my house with my menagerie, that it's at maximum capacity. It's a lot of work. Yeah.
And are your kids in quarantine with you or no?
Just my one son, Elias. He works in politics, and so he was in Ohio working on the Biden campaign, and so they had to shut everything down. And so he's working remotely from here. My daughter lives in London. My other son's in Vermont at school, and he's staying there for the time being. So I just have my one son here.
Wow. And so after this sort of deep dive into like identity and who are you and blah, 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 and you wrote this whole book, which is amazing. So obviously you are an author in addition to everything else. Like, what did you come up with? Like, what's the meaning of this stage of life?
Uh,
You know,
well,
just a little question to ponder, you know.
yeah. Here's the thing. I do think that, I mean, I don't have any big answers. Certainly, I'm still figuring it out. I think that I'm trying to figure out, for me personally, I know that what I need is to find meaning to my life that doesn't revolve around my children. And that is not easy, because I try to do it with them far away and they're not on board. You know, it's like, you know, I really do have to back off. So I need to figure out what that other thing is that doesn't involve them so much. So it's been good for my writing. You know, it's let me sort of expand myself as a writer a little bit, because now it's writing not just to put food on the table, which is what it was a lot before. It was sort of writing as commerce, and that's been really liberating. I mean, this book has been just for fun. I didn't know what it was, and this is a new world. This the book world, to me, the publishing world, is a new venture, and I don't know how it goes. And so for me, at 58 years old, that's really fun for me, you know. So I think trying new things at this age is fun, and when there's a little bit of loosening, if you're lucky enough to not have the stress of day-to-day parenting and not have to worry so much about getting the kids to school and getting the kids to college, you know, I'm lucky that way, and I know not everybody is, but I happen to have that fortunate thing on my side. So for me, it's been about a little bit being able to think of what do I want to do as opposed to what do I have to do, and that's been a shift, and that's a nice feeling. If you're lucky enough to get to that place, there's something sort of great about it, and to be able to appreciate it and not fret all the time.
That's awesome. Do you want to write another book now that you've had?
Yeah, I'm still going. It's a great, I like the genre a lot. Essay writing is really, I enjoy it a lot.
I am a huge lover of essays. You have to write an essay for my new website, We Found Time.
I saw that. That's great. Yeah, I think that it's very satisfying as a form. I think I like reading them, and I like writing them.
Yeah, they're my favorite things to read. And I love essay collections.
Yes.
I don't know, sometimes publishers are like, it's harder to sell essay collections, but I don't know. That's one of my favorite things to read. So
yeah, same.
What do I know? Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know anything either. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming on today.
Thanks.
And I look forward to doing a podcast with you. And,
yeah, that'll be fun. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate the support.
No problem. Great. Thank you. Yeah. And just thanks again for entertaining me every night for a while as I read an essay, which is like the perfect length before going to sleep, by the way.
Good. Good. I appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.